Well, hello there, and welcome to the Brotherhood of Prime Raid Best Practice Guide. Raids can be stressful, frustrating activities that challenge the bonds of brotherhood. By taking away some tips from this guide, you should also have fun along the way. This is not a how-to guide, this is a general conduct guide that should save you stress and ultimately help you achieve your goals. Generally speaking, we do not have raid leaders for each organised raid. There is usually at least one person in the fire team experienced enough to guide the team to victory. Speaking of which, experience? I don't know if this guy's got a lot of it. Good effort. Yeah, saw that coming. One more thing before we continue. Do leave your ego at the door, because at the BOP it's not something that's going to make you any friends. Now, our first section, preparation. I'm not talking about making sure that you have the right weapons and gear on. You really should have thought about that before heading out to orbit. No matter the combined experience of the fire team, it is important to set the scene, and that's what I'm speaking about when we're talking about preparation. Before the start of each engagement, ask the question, does anybody want me to explain this section? You want to be sure that everybody knows the mechanisms of the battle ahead. If you are on a fire team and you are unsure of anything, it is important that you respond to this question. Do not just sit there and hope things will work out. By saying nothing, you may cause many a wipe, and that stress that I told you about earlier. No one will give you a hard time for asking how things work and or if you need help on what you need to do. At least not here within BOP. If you're with a different clan or using LFG, I'm sorry, but you're on your own. Many encounters have specific roles that need to be assigned. I find it helpful if you ask the team if they have any role in particular that they want to run. This is especially important if everybody is comfortable in their role. The likelihood of success is that much greater. Section 2. Communication. I have not run a raid yet where communicating with your team was not required. Just as your Xbox came with a mic, you were born with a voice. Use it. But use it wisely. I describe the use of voice in 3 very specific terms. Off-topic voice, effective voice, put a sock in it. There are sections in a raid where you can go as off-topic as you like. The ship jumps on King's Fall, for example. There are times when you need to put a sock in it, when someone is explaining a raid mechanism, for example, and there are times where you could use that voice effectively. Plate 2 up, for example. This is an effective use of your voice. You need to learn when and where it's appropriate to use your off-topic voice, your effective voice, and when to put a sock in it. Best thing to do is to listen to how experienced raiders use their voice and follow their lead. Trust me, you do not want to be the guy that causes a wipe because you didn't call out that you missed your light-eating night. Moral and attitude. Generally speaking, we don't recruit anyone with a poor attitude at BOP. If we do, usually they don't make it past the probation period, but I still want to talk about attitude. You need to remember that your attitude will have an effect on the team, so if you have a poor one, you're in for a long night. You need to remember that no matter who you're raiding with, you have a common goal, and you're all there to accomplish that common goal. Say please, say thank you, congratulate each other, and most importantly, don't let anyone get you down. Ask why an individual is feeling down. Ask them what's going wrong. Encourage them. Suggest a different way of doing things. Ask if they would be comfortable in a different role perhaps. Understand that not everyone plays on the same level. If you're one of those that comes into a raid expecting everything to be done first time, I'm sorry, not sorry, you're a bit of a tool. And you've got the wrong attitude. There is no better feeling in Destiny than helping your team achieve its goals, especially if that team has had some raid noobs on it. We encourage patience in time and understanding. Last section now is raid etiquette. This is really important to me personally because it can have an effect on that attitude and morale that we were just talking about. Are you eating? Mute the damn mic. Talking to somebody else in the room? Mute the damn mic. Need to burp? Mute the damn mic. Most importantly, if you've had to mute the damn mic, remember to unmute the damn mic. Aside from that, if you're using party chat, only the 6 members of the raid should be present. You're going to have enough to concentrate on without some guy sitting there chewing your ear off about something completely unrelated. Those are my general tips regarding raiding in Destiny. There's obviously a lot more to learn, but this one's more been about how you should present yourself in BOP. I hope you've enjoyed this, found it helpful. If you need me for anything, you know where to find me. Cheers.